hit your marks, and they are so lucky that nobody got hurt there.
Oh, and I would imagine as a driver that he would feel very bad. Doc, you have more?
Yeah, that was Rodney Klossmeyer out of Hempstead, Texas, and he was the fueler. Oh, trouble on the track, guys.
A huge crash on the track here at Indianapolis. Our second caution has come out, and it looks like it is Mike Conway and Will Power involved. So no sooner does Conway get back out on the track than he is involved in a major incident here with Will Power. So Power, who had a 3-race win streak here on the series and hoping to get his first Indianapolis 500 win, is not going to have it happen today.
He has always had a hard time here at the Speedway, but that is just a very good example of that. Probably or shouldn't have happened. It all started with a bad pit stop, Scott, didn't it?
And then you think about that when you get up on the track. We have to see what made this accident happen. But, you know, when you think about the drivers having to crash, they're in the car, they're moving. I think about Will Power. His wife, Elizabeth, actually works for a team here, Dreyer and Reinbold team, and does the PR work for Oriole Serbia. So she's busy in the pit lane here. When she sees that there's an accident on the track, she said, I always look to see if it's my husband.
Both drivers are okay.
Both are out. Let's take a look and see exactly what happened.
See, Conway has now come out of the pit lane. He's actually slow on the track. It looks like he's having problems with the car, Eddie. It's just loose on him. And you know something? Will Power's coming from behind. He is just going to end up taken out.
He had nowhere to go. Will Power had absolutely nowhere to go. And look how the car turns into. That's the worst angle that a car can take.
Well, just remember a few years ago, this exact spot where Conway had his crash a couple of years ago when he rode up and over Ryan Hunter Ray. So the car hit the wall, comes out, and then you see the Verizon machine of Will Power just slice underneath it a little bit. And for Conway, he's riding up on the top of the wall, Eddie, and luckily the car comes back down, as we call it, on all four, obviously wheels missing. But a ride that Mike Conway certainly does not want to take, and probably relived a little bit of what happened to him 2 years ago.
And we want to remind everybody watching this horrific accident that turned out with no drivers getting hurt, that these are brand new cars that have been engineered to make sure they are much safer in impacts like this, and it did everything it was expected to do. That whole accident started from a bad pit stop, and then it just degenerated, and he looked like he was actually going slow when he started to spin.
All right, let's go on board with Will Power and just listen. That's how fast it happens at Indy. Here's Elio's view.
Caution, caution. Go low, yellow, yellow. No. Stay low. Clear. Stay low.
Bouncing tire. I've had that in my career, and you never know where it's going. Elio did a great job of going down the pit entrance and exit lane, the warm-up lane as we call it. I thought that happened in turn 4. It actually happens in turns 1 and 2.
Let's go to Dr. Jerry Punch.
With A.J. Floyd, A.J., when your driver hit the crew member, that's what the problem was that produced the accident, is that right?
Yeah, that's what started. He slid in and, you know, hit my fuel man, knocked him over, and that's what broke the front wing. And, you know, we had a hell of a run going. He come from, what, 27th to 4th, so we had our game plan. Everything's working good, but, you know, to win this Indy 500, everything got to fall your way. And one little thing goes wrong like that is bad, and at least he's a competitive driver, and I'm happy about that.
Well, they were going to bring him back in and change the wing, but they never got a chance, guys.
Well, now we know why he got so squirrely going down into turn number 1, and unfortunately, both he and Will Power are now out of this race.